Good evening, folks. It's time again for Athens. Have I come up with a name for this campaign yet? I think I'll call it Alexander the Greatest. So we are Athens, we are the true Greyskin, and the goal is to recreate Alexander the Great's borders at their height. As best we can with EU4 borders. Now, previous session we got attacked by the Ottomans, and we used that opportunity to just jump Byzantium and annex them outright. The Ottomans, they're not very happy about that. Not very happy at all, but they're just going to have to chew on it because we are alive and we're not going to get annexed by them. Not just yet. The current diplomatic situation is that we have allied Poland and Austria through a bit of jiggery pokery, able to keep them allied even though we went orthodox. Whether or not we stay orthodox forever is, well, I'll tell you right now, that's not the plan. So, what is the plan? I was contemplating going to war with Naxos, which would drag in Venice and Burgundy, and I am 99 point something% sure that Austria would join in as soon as Venice got involved, as they really don't like Venice, and they don't like Burgundy. The end result would be that I could make Venice give their land to Austria, and I could take Naxos and potentially Crete for myself. However, that is far too risky. Venice rule the waves, and I don't think the two boats that Austria have would be able to sink their navy, so we're going to ignore that. Also because the truce that we have with the Ottomans is going to run out this year, and the last thing I want is Austria exhausting themselves on these mountains, or even worse, getting trapped on Venetia or elsewhere, when I really need them to save my hiney. So we are just going to press forward, playing it kinda safe. I desperately want to get my stability up so I can stop having to use harsh treatment on rebels. Excuse me. And that is the plan. I also, seeing as Muscovy has not rivaled Poland, I'm quite interested in seeking an alliance with them. We're both ortho bros, so why wouldn't he? That's the question. Why wouldn't he? Let's get those military accesses out just so that we are a bit friendlier with each other and keep on going. Because I really do not want to get annexed anytime soon. Getting an actual alliance with you due to our distance between borders may be a little bit of a stretch, but we will try. And this peace also gives our aggressive expansion a chance to melt away, because, well, Byzantium was a lot of base tax. Let's all be glad they're gone, but... Oh, I also really need to keep an eye on this. If it hits 100% and I get a revolt, then that is bad news for me, unless I am I'm at war with the Ottomans. Then I don't mind. Yeah, Yoshibin, part of my plan before the stream today was to sort out my CPU fan, since it's not being properly detected by the new Asus motherboard BIOS that I installed. But I was working late today, so I didn't really have time. It was a choice between delay the stream or play with a louder CPU fan, and you can tell which one I chose. Alright, we're going to pick up the pace. Oh, we do have a national unrest guy that would probably be worthwhile having, but he would cost us a lot of money that we don't have. Why am I building all these cogs? Did I have some reason for that? More cogs than I have an army? Probably not. Also, I feel that having all my army here, where they are fairly likely to die, is a fool's errand. As soon as we get this claim finished on Ottomans, I would rather like to ship my troops over to greener, safer pastures. Could well be the death of me, but that's what we're going to do. Mind you, whilst they're here, they do bring down the revolt risk. That's sod it. Let's not pay our army and instead pay revolt risk guy. He will probably save us in the long run. Yeah, let's not go for unrest increase just yet. Alright, fantastic. Recovering negative stability would be nice, but it's a bit of a pipe dream at the moment. We'll wait till overextension is fully gone. Wait, is that a good thing to do? No. No, it is not. Because we're having to pay down using a lot of our military might. Jake, you play in Greece with Italian culture. Just spend money you don't have. It's a natural way of living around there. You might not be wrong with that. Okay, so I want my troops out of here. This land is not safe. Austria are kind enough to give us asylum, so we shall use it. Let's hope a random revolt in Austria doesn't pop up and wipe our troops. In the meantime, we shall also be keeping the claims going against the Ottomans, since what we really need are some Greek Orthodox lands, since they'll be the least revolting. I mean, they will be disgusting, but they won't be popping up with a revolt, at least we hope not. Yeah, that CPU fan is going crazy. I would unplug it, but that seems like an equally bad idea. Okay, so the Ottomans, once they finish up their war with Karaman and Kandar, are probably going to come and murder us. Golden Horde look a bit big. It's just that they haven't been ripped to shreds for once. Good on them. Yeah, if I could get a marriage with you, I have a feeling there could be a bit of Muscovite intervention when it comes to defending ourselves from the glorious Ottoman. Yeah, we're not even paying our fleets as is. Jake, are you going to be a stickler for Alexander's exact borders, i.e. leaving the Trebizond region outside of your control? Well, it's difficult because there are a lot of different maps. Oh, swell. They're going away of their own accord now. Wasn't this a happy time? Almost tempting me to attack Nexus, but we should steadfast. Mind you, if I got access through Hungary, and we're not too far away from getting it, I could demand something a little more exotic, like Ragusa. Oh wait, no, I can't actually take that, it's outside of the Alexander's area, okay. I must suppress my blobbing urges. Jake, what's your provincial revolt risk look like now? It's all gone, thanks mostly to the advisor. In fact, with the advisor, we have no revolt risk at all, so we could actually fire him. I kind of like having him around, he might be useful in the future. And he's giving me admin, probably better to keep him for now. I'm going to pay my troops just for 1 month so they regain all their numbers. And back down to nothing. Exciting times, I know. I am on the edge of my seat here as it is. Sadly, we are well away from getting that marriage with Muscovy. I mean, I hate to be a crippled individual, but I am relying on all the crutches I can get here. Because I get a feeling that as soon as the Ottomans are done, they are going to be gunning for Constantinople. But we have a core on it, which means good things when we hit 200 admin. What is the Alexander area, Jake? Maybe some people could post up maps of Alexander the Great's empire at its height. Jake, check Aragon's rivals. If they rivaled Turkey, you could use their navy. Well, they haven't, and what odds would it make? Ottomans is not my rival. I have no rivals. I have no possible rivals, not even Naples, which surprises me. Probably because my army is so pitiful. Truly pitiful. Okay, Hungary, I would like to improve relations with you so that I can easily get military access if need be. You are... Oh, well. Pop goes you, but now I have a much stronger ally against the Ottomans when they come knocking. Sometimes Lady Luck does love me, but Just wait until Austria decides that they really don't like my heresy and they start gunning me down. Likely to happen. Hungary didn't get punished hard enough in their previous war. But my friends are still friendly enough towards me, which is good. Naples is still PU'd under Aragon, aren't they? No, they are not. They are independent. So, God knows what happened to Aragon. Must have dipped in prestige, or Naples hated them for some reason. Who's to say? Not me. Alright, so good relations with you just aren't quite enough. Far away from that marriage. A little sad. You know what? We could still get it. Possibly. Can't be 100% sure, but I have a feeling. Now, Karaman is the one you're... Oh, okay, the war is over. This is going a little too quickly for me. I am not quite close to a Muscovite alliance or marriage. I reckon I could if I was cheesy enough. Oh, wouldn't mind a spot of extra manpower though. Thank you, please. Jake, why did you go full grayskin? We love grayskin around here. Isn't it kind of beautiful? In its own Turkish delight cleansing kind of way. God, Constantinople looks like it's burned to the ground with that tiny number of buildings there. Okay, so we are almost certainly not going to be getting the Muscovite alliance in time. But you know what? I am cheap enough to try. We are going for... Oh, he's moving out for a declaration here. No, we are too far away for this. So, thankfully, Austria is not at war. Neither is Poland. So, wish me luck, I guess? Wait, what is he doing? Why is he not moving into Terhala and Yanya? Could there be hope yet for the Muscovites? Actually, it doesn't look like we'll get quite enough opinion for that. A sad day for us all. Yeah, Austria sure loves standing there drinking their own attrition, though. Please don't do that. Poland would join in this war. Austria would not. Would be fun to go on the aggressive, but Tlemcen and Tunis, they'd probably get access. And come around and hurt me quite badly. Plus, they would rule the seas. Which doesn't work out so well for me. Antagonizingly close to getting a Muscovite alliance, but not quite there. What a pity. Jake claims on Turkish delight. That is a good idea. We already got 2 here. We sadly cannot claim the capital. Yanya is Sunni now, which is more trouble than it's worth. So the question is, what even else is worth going? I forget I have Constantinople here. But these lands are Bulgarian. And therefore amazing, because Bulgaria is a nice guy. We'll have it. Remember Bulgaria from Theodora? No, that was... Oh. First I was like, wow, Theodora. And then I'm like, no, it's not Theodora. And then I'm thinking, Brittany? Sure. Whatever you say. We are personally not allowed to ally France. It is an aristocrat that we are not allowed to do. So close. I wonder if I didn't have the aggressive expansion. That would be 8 more in total. So close, I want to cry. Yeah, Kandar does have one Greek Orthodox province, so fabricating for Sinop might not be a bad idea. They're only allied with Dulkadir, which I don't think is going to be hurting us too badly. Ah, it's so close. Oh, hold on. One of the problems is my legitimacy, which is low because of low stability. That is actually causing me a bit of grief here. I want to keep these relations topped up though, as high as they can go. Jake, who is defender of the Orthodox faith? I highly doubt there is one. I mean, I super highly doubt there is one. Yeah, there are no defenders of the faith at all. Yeah, claiming Kandar is a capital idea, I must say. Glad I thought of it. Jake's just not what he used to be. Playing in Europe, being Eastern Tech, allying the big guys to carry him. Well, disappointing people is something I live off of, so I'm glad you feel that way. Proving legitimacy would actually be a not too difficult one to do, especially if you came to the throne quite soon. Wouldn't mind if you did. Curses Muscovy, so close and yet so far away. Alright, so what we are doing now is we are moving our capital to Constantinople. Why do such a thing? Well, because we can reduce the autonomy to absolute 0, and we can collect far more. Also, do I even have inflation worth losing? Kind of. Get it away. And hot damn, now those are some ducats. Are we considered a little closer now? Of course not. Well, this is nice. Yeah, we can reassign our king as a leader now that the heir is of age. Not liking the whole Ottomans at Military Tech 4 and my biggest, beefiest allies not being. You are sadly not yet my ally, and nor can I think of a good way to get you as mine. Maybe if I bulked up my army a bit, but nah. Oh, force limit though, that's nice. Let's take ample abuse of that. Yeah. Oh, of course I can't claim Sinop, can I? What a crying shame, and I really wouldn't want some Turkish Sunni land at the moment. Sinop. Harumph. It would be really nice if somebody pushed you out of the HRE, but that's not happening. And you there... Yeah, your alliance with Castile is rock solid now. Ah, and of course I've been warned by the Ottomans, so I can't even declare war on people that border him. Which pretty much reduces me to Naxos. No thanks to that. So close and yet not all that close. Oh, come on, Ottomans, what are you waiting for? I'm right here. Alexander probably took Silistra, so we shall too. And a little trick that I've done before, the moment before our units spawn, we're going to put fort maintenance to maximum. And then stick it right back down to minimum. Net result is that you spawn with just enough morale to move. Otherwise they would have been stuck here locked for a few months. And we'll do the same this month. We just need to remember to put it to minimum before the month is over. Don't think Crete was in Alexander's empire. And yeah, you're probably right about that. Unfortunately. Alright, we were discovered by the Ottomans. Hopefully that spurs him on to attack me. I sure would love an event giving me some legitimacy as well. I think one of the... Oh, I forgot to lower my maintenance, but... What you gonna do? Jake, what were your opening moves? Just tuned in. Straight away I annexed Blurple when Ottomans jumped them. So the Ottomans killed the army for me. Man, Muscovy, why you gotta be such a... Alright, for once I'm going to be taking advantage of all the benefits at once, not the move I often take there. And again, we'll pay our armies everything, but just for 1 month. I hate to be like this, but notice me, Muscovy. More or less just waiting for the Ottomans to attack me, but they really seem not to want to. Which is a shame. Okay, I could even speed 4 at this rate. So close. If I just had the legitimacy. But, ifs and buts and all that. And I'm not really certain it's worth me throwing a gift at them. I mean, thinking about it, a royal marriage is a +10 to this, but the opinion would also help out. But would it help out enough? Who's to say? Probably not, actually. Yeah, I'll throw an insult at the Ottomans. Maybe, just maybe, they'll make use of it. I mean, we are their mission at the moment. Come on, don't you desire this city? The other lovely option would be just to attack them, but Austria, they're just not up for it. But only just. Funnily enough, Tunisia would not join in. I mean, I would very happily go on the offensive against you, Ottoman. Otto scum. The thing about Yanya is I wouldn't mind releasing it as Epirus and keeping Epirus as a vassal, since that's fairly Macedonian. Can that even be used in this sense? Who even knows? Oh! Damn! Well, that's horrible. Goodbye, my entire army. I need you erected very quickly before I lose all my alliances. Jake, why don't you have a power projection bar? That is because I have no rivals, and sadly the Ottomans are gunning down others instead of me. Bah. Okay, well this would truly be a disaster if we lost our alliances over it, but not quite yet. Just means we lost a chunk of money and manpower. A big chunk of it, mind. That's keeping the army at 0 morale for you. Yep, but it was a pretty safe bet. Just not safe enough. Those must have been through an event, because there's no way Austria had any revolt risk to cause that. That's so tantalizingly close. I could get it if I just improved their opinion somehow. Somehow. But you can't throw down guarantees anymore just like that. Jake, I would have rage quit if that happened to me. Well, People that rage quit don't get any better. Alright, you're still Emperor, but... Okay, now you're hugely in debt because of those rebels. Good lord. I wonder if I could take on Ottomans, just me and the Poles and the Lithuanians, without getting our big boy Austria involved. Am I man enough for such a task? Let's size up the Ottomans then. Not that we can really throw much onto this. The Ottomans boast an army of about 40,000, but they're at Tech 4 with their glorious Ottoman things, and they're probably not far away from Tech 5, given that Mehmet is one hell of a guy. And yeah, they got a 655 air, that's just horrible. Poland themselves boast 20,000, backed up by Lithuania's... yeah, I know my alphabet. 30,000. And another 8k from Moldavia. It's probably not going to be very good on my side, especially if the Golden Horde get involved, since they will be drinking up some of this. So it's probably not the wisest thing I could ever do. In fact, it almost certainly isn't. Golden Horde allied with Ottomans. I mean, now you've seen it all, huh? Don't like this situation very much at all. Jake, what are you doing playing as the Greek scum? Well, Swagger Moose, way to show off the fact that you don't know diddly. Athens is a Lombard Crusader state, so get out. Please just go. In fact, let me solve that for you. Get out. Now, how do we sort this? Wow, how can you be struggling so hard with Pretenders, Austria? You're embarrassing me. The issue here is the Ottomans are only going to get more powerful from this war. Yeah, I could get the Georgians on my side. They might tank a few hits, allowing the these folks to come in and help. Then again, you're kind of getting your butt walloped by Circassia, who wouldn't initially join me? So many tricky things. Well, at the very least we can get that stability up and hope for something resembling some legitimacy. No moderation like arbitrary moderation. Got that right, Max. Alright, so our friend Austria is probably still horribly in debt, because the AI is not so good with numbers. Our trust is slowly ticking up. And if I had my heir, we'd probably be a bit better in that regard. Oh well, there's little I can do but cross my fingers and my toes. I don't like having my troops here when the Ottomans could just rampage me. But as we've shown, keeping them in Austria is not a safe bet either.